is a good man. He is a funny man who is going to be hosting the NHL Awards at the MGM Grand Las Vegas tomorrow night on June 24th. And more importantly, he just came off another great weekend raising money for Children's Mercy Hospital in Kansas City, his native Kansas City, with his buddies Paul Rudd, Jason Sudeikis, David Koechner, and Eric Stonestreet. The Big Slick in KC raised over $1 million, 1.1 to be exact. He is Rob Riggle. How are you, Rob?
Hey, Rich. Good to be here. I'm doing great. Thanks, man. Thanks for the Big Slick shout-out, too.
No, look, what you guys do every year, and I've witnessed it, although this year couldn't make it this year because Father's Day landed on the day after the event that usually goes deep into the night with a few with a few beverages that make the morning last longer.
Yes.
What you guys do is truly above and beyond, and your families are involved. It is a great community event. And for the cause that you raise it for, Children's Mercy, we see it firsthand, Rob. It's awesome. It really is.
Well, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. We're very proud of it, and you were definitely missed this year. Definitely missed. We're looking forward to having you back.
Well, I appreciate that. And who is the star this year? Who comes out and the personality takes over the event? Who do we have? Who is this year? That person?
We had a lot of new faces this year, and a lot of really fun people that you don't see coming, I guess is the best way to put it. Selena Gomez, she was awesome. She came out, and she had never played softball before in her life, and came out there and made pretty solid contact twice at the plate, and was pretty good in the field. I give her a lot of credit. She's a natural athlete, and she was just a blast. Kevin Rahm from Mad Men, he was there, and he was awesome. He's kind of a natural athlete anyway, but everybody that came just kind of brought a really great attitude and spirit and got on board, and it was a very successful event this year. I was really proud of the way everything went.
Yeah, over $1.1 million raised. I'm on the phone with Rob Riggle, who's hosting the NHL Awards tomorrow night here on the Rich Eisen Show. So tell me about these NHL Awards tomorrow night, Rob. Is there like a best grinder trophy or something like that? What do we got?
I'm sure there is. There's like 200 trophies that we're handing out. It's crazy. And by the way, I got to say they have the most attractive and coolest trophies. The NHL has the coolest trophies, and they're on display right here at the MGM in the lobby. There's like 16 awards, and they're not just small little ones. They're these huge trophies. I mean, I guess it starts with the Stanley Cup. Obviously, that's so iconic. But they've got awards for sportsmanship, awards for MVP, not just MVP by the writers, but MVP by the players. They've got awards, it just goes down the line on all the different awards that we're going to be handing out tomorrow. So it's going to be a blast.
Is there one for best playoff beard? Can we get that, Rob? Can we get that working here?
If not, I think I might have to create one because there was a lot of dazzlers out there this year.
Yeah, there were a lot of dazzlers out there this year, and I'm just wondering if they're going to still keep them for the Vegas event, even though the season's over. I think that's up for grabs, Rob.
I've seen a couple. I've seen a couple of guys walking around the lobby, and they're still sporting them. And I got to tell you, I was like, at this point, guys, you're in the desert. It's hot. Shave them off. Do yourself a favor.
I'm on the phone with Rob Riggle here on the Rich Eisen Show. Let's talk about your Royals, who I believe all of them are starting the All-Star game right now, Rob.
If I'm not mistaken, they are. And we're hoping to get a couple more on. Why not?
How many of those votes were from you? How many?
As many as I could. As many as I could. Absolutely. And still, I think didn't the commissioner take away $65 million or something?
And you're still in first, I think.
And we're still up there, and everybody's pitching a fit. Everybody's all fuss and feathers. Well, here's the deal, everybody. You should have voted. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
it's not our fault.
Well, and if you'd have voted, you could vote about 20 million times. It depends. Yeah, I think when there was like 90 million votes for Omar Infante, that raised an alarm bell. Rob.
I don't know why. They're outstanding. They're playing great baseball.
What's
the problem?
They're 40 and 27. That's an American League best. 13 games above 500.
That's right. And I was lucky enough when I was home for this Big Slick, I was down in the locker room, and I had the privilege of talking to some of the guys, and I know some of them from before. But the energy in that locker room is fantastic. Everybody's in good spirits. They're motivated. They're working hard. They're working as a team. I I love these Royals. I really do.
Yeah, and it seems like last year's not a fluke. That's the most important thing out of it right now.
Well, it does. That's always a nice feeling to know that, oh, these guys know it wasn't just some sort of streak they got on. I mean, these guys play ball and they know what they're doing, and it's for real.
When can we get Andy Reid part of the Big Slick, Rob? When can we get that in the mix here? Or get him out there on a softball field and just
I think that's what everybody wants to see. We all want that. We want him to get, just a hot rope down the third base line, so he really has to really gut it out for second. That's what we really want to see.
Yeah, and sort of like, Clown Prince of Baseball, stomach slide, just flop into second base. Who wouldn't want to see that?
I want to see that so badly right now, and I think Andy's a competitive enough guy that if he did it, if he did play, we might see that. We might actually see that.
Now you got the Colquitt brothers out there too this weekend too, right? You got the
right.
punters.
We did. I felt it was great to see Dustin. Dustin has a personal connection to the hospital. I think he had a child who spent some time there at Children's Mercy, and they did a wonderful job for him. And his brother came in. Now his brother punts for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Which, I'll be honest, doesn't always go over so well in Kansas City when you introduce a Bronco.
Yeah.
But yet the people of Kansas City were very gracious and welcomed him in, at least for one weekend.
I'm on the phone with Rob Riggle, hosting the NHL Awards tomorrow night on NBC Sports Network at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Before I let you go, this is the swan song coming up next month or in August of Jon Stewart, Rob. I can't believe he's stepping down from The Daily Show. What influence has Jon Stewart had on you and your career, Rob?
Oh, I can't say enough good things about him. And I was on that show for a while, and I know the grind. I know the grind it is. 44, 45 weeks a year, every single day, churn it out on a hilarious show, and do it for 17, 18 years, whatever it was. And, that's good. That's enough because that'll take its toll. Look at the color of his hair when he started the show and look at it now.
Yeah.
It wears a man down, and nobody deserves a break more than he does. I'm going to miss him because I like hearing his commentary on the day on the day's events. But I'm going to take away from him so many lessons on leadership, and being a good manager, a good friend, a good boss, and just comedy in general. Just knowing how to interact with the crowd, knowing what works with the crowd, knowing how to look at something and say, well, this is the funny angle on it. And then I'm always going to be in debt to him because he gave me a job and he allowed me an opportunity to grow because I was pretty green when I started, and I made mistakes, and he forgave them and let me continue to grow and learn, and so I'll always be grateful to him.
Yeah, and you were just so great on that show, and what you've done with your career since then has just been awesome to see, and I'm looking forward to seeing what you do tomorrow night hosting this award program. I mean, because these guys are big. Some of them are missing their teeth. They can hit you, Rob. I know you're a big man, Marine, but just keep your head in a swivel. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. And they're not afraid to take a few in the face. Look, these guys are not lookers. Some of them are clearly they've used their face as a speed bag. So yeah, I'm not looking for trouble. I'm coming out there. I'm playing nice.
Okay.
I'm playing nice. I'll tell you right now.
You're going to take on the Lady Bing of hosting, is what you're going to do.
The Lady Bing. I am going to be a good sportsman.
You good? All right, Rob. Take care of yourself.
All right, you too. It's great talking to you, Rich.
You bet. That's Rob Riggle, the host of 2015 NHL Awards, here on The Rich Eisen Show.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.